Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and give a warm welcome to your 2022 Brentwood High School graduation. In line is your superintendent, Mr. Richard Losner, Mrs. Ortiz Rivera, Mrs. Ann Palmer, Stacy O'Connor. Our Brentwood High School staff, Principal John Callan, Dr. Doolin, Mr. Gessick, Miss Crawford, Wayne Lauper, and Dr. Chief Taylor. Let's give them another round of applause. They've worked too hard. Let's get it. Let's make the surrounding districts cheer. Also want to recognize the Board of Education who are here today to help hand out those over 1,200 diplomas.
Good evening and welcome to graduation 2022. We are so happy we can get back to one ceremony, that we have all the parents, the family and friends here, but most of all, our graduates in the class of 22. I think that deserves a big round of applause because these graduates deserve it. At this time, I would ask for everyone to stand while we have the presentation of the colors, and then to remain standing because we will have our national anthem. I would ask that you please remain standing for this memorial dedication. In the past year, we have lost two beloved family members of the Brentwood School District. Before coming to the high school, Christine Lindsay was an integral part of the foundation of North Middle School. She joined us last year as the Special Education Department Chair. With her can-do attitude, quick wit, and desire to learn her new position. Christine was in the infancy of her career as an administrator at Brentwood High School when she left us this past December. Brentwood will forever be grateful for what she was and miss what she might have been. In the same vein, we had one of our seniors who would be graduating today, Joel Rodriguez, as I said, a senior at Brentwood High School. Joel had his infectious smile that would light up a room. He loved boxing and working out, hanging out with his friends, and definitely annoying his sisters. Just before Joel passed, he was reading The Alchemist in his English class. A quote from the book reads, "In love, there is fear and suffering, which is worth the heartache for the moments of pure bliss." So I love you because the entire universe conspired to help me find you. Joelle, you will live forever in our hearts, and to have known you is to have loved you. In memory of Joelle and Miss Lindsay and all those who are not physically with us today but remain with us in spirit, we have with us today the family of Joelle Rodriguez. In Joelle's honor, as well as in the memory of students and teachers and leaders who have walked our halls, graced our classrooms, and championed our community, but are no longer with us. We would like to present Joelle with his diploma and gifts from the class of 2022. Throughout today and every day, we ask that you honor the memory of those we have lost by spreading kindness, compassion, and understanding as often as you can. Remember, one Brentwood today and forever. Please, a big round of applause for the family in the memory of Joelle Rodriguez. At this time, I would ask for everyone to be seated. So as I said yesterday at rehearsal, this is a festive occasion. This is some occasion that you all should celebrate. You are here with your family and friends. You are here with all of us. And I definitely want this to be a festive occasion because we are so happy that we can bring it back to one graduation and honor all of you. So I would like a big round of applause once again for the class of 2022. They deserve it. So I'd like to welcome all the invited guests, the teachers, the high school administration, central administration, our superintendent of schools, Mr. Losner, and the members of the Board of Education, as well as all the wonderful parents and extended family and friends in attendance tonight. It is my distinct pleasure to congratulate you on your high school graduation. Over the last 2+ years, we have experienced the closures, the many canceled or postponed events, the change that our society has endured to combat the global COVID-19 pandemic. All these impacts to our daily lives were unprecedented in all of our lifetimes. Yet despite it all, education persevered, and all of you graduates have persevered. These last few years have truly been the greatest challenge of this and of any preceding generation. Each of you sitting here today should always remember that you are blessed with great and unlimited potential. So please continue to be upbeat and focused on your future. I would ask that each of you sitting here today build upon the strong foundation you have received here at Brentwood High School. That is ones of hard work, sportsmanship, volunteering, and most especially in these last few years, sacrifice. Your class, more than others who have graduated in the last few years, your class have had the majority of their high school years impacted by the closures and the transition to our new normal. Despite all of this, we have also seen great awakenings. In many ways, this pandemic has forced us to see ourselves in community with one another. We have had to slow down, cover our faces, and social distance, all measures designed to keep each other safe. Those daily acts of care for one another, that was something that was absent for many of us in the rush of our daily lives in the pre-pandemic. The pandemic has forced us to focus our concerns beyond our individual concerns to those of the needs and concerns of others. We have also been awakened to the shared awareness of who in our society is truly essential. And these same awakenings have forced all of us to focus on the social and racial justice that can only make us better as an individuals, but also better as a school, a community, and as a nation. At Brentwood High School, we saw awakenings here as our athletic teams restarted their inter-school competitions, with fans present, and once again, many of these teams made the playoffs. Our Green Machine Marching Band was once again able to perform to packed venues and competitions where they performed to the same great heights they had had before the pandemic. Our Fine Arts program put on winning musicals and drama productions to audiences once again in attendance. In academics, we had another Regeneron finalist, Roberto Lopez, who was one of 40 out of thousands nationwide. Yes, 40, who competed in the most prestigious high school research competition, bringing Brentwood High School local, state, and national recognition, and showing the strong academics program we have had here, because in this class, we have students attending some of the finest institutions of higher learning, not only in this country, but in the world. Now, this brings me to something that each of you were given in your classrooms as you assembled for this ceremony. Each of you were given a wristband that said BHS Class of 22 written across in our green and white school colors. Now, you might have noticed the pattern on this wristband is one that is exactly similar to the dimpled pattern across a golf ball. Now, you might be saying to yourself, why a golf ball? Well, last year, I read an article about this invention and the invention of the golf ball. You see, when the golf ball was first created, it was a smooth, white, round ball. Now, the inventors noticed that this ball, as it acquired hits to it, well, those hits created dimples all over the ball. And what they further noticed was that the same dents or dimples made that ball travel farther. And the more dents and dimples the ball had, the farther it traveled. Thus, they went back and created what we commonly see today as the dimpled golf ball pattern. Now, you likely are sitting there and saying to yourself, what does this have to do with me and our graduation? Well, I'll tell you. You see, I thought about a message that I would leave you with today. And it occurred to me that many of our lives are filled with stumbles and even falls that create, at the time, dents and dimples on us. The hardship and struggles that we face and sometimes encounter in life. I further thought about the last few years and how you have picked up even more dents and dimples during this pandemic and how it impacted your high school career. Well, just as those inventors discovered, I'm going to challenge you today to take those dents and dimples that are on yourself and help them to help you soar farther in life, to make you stronger and more resilient, to travel as far as your dreams and determination will take you in your future journey beyond Brentwood High School. That is the message and the reason for the pattern, because as a famous quote that I read once said, all of us are broken by life, but some of us find strength in the broken places. Students in this class, find your strength. As I look out on this student body, the graduates and all the assembled, what this gathering represents is our strength. That is the unique social, racial, and cultural diversity unlike any other high school in our region. Everyone assembled here is what makes Brentwood High School great and is the source of our strength. This high school has students that are first in their families to graduate from an American high school. The students that are first generation to go on to higher learning, careers in the service, and in the workforce. All in the quest to attain the American dream of doing better than those before us, which is the true embodiment of strength, courage, and resilience. So students, be proud. Hold your head up high, as you soon will be joining the ranks of the many who proudly call themselves Brentwood alumni. And as I conclude, I would like to leave you with a quote from former President Barack Obama. And I think it sums up this school and the community very nicely. And it goes, "What makes someone American is not just their blood or birth. What makes someone American is one's allegiance to our country's founding principles and our faith in the idea that anyone from anywhere can write the next chapter of this country's great story." So this graduation is a testament to you, your families, and all those who have gotten you here today. So leave this ceremony and go out and write your next chapter. Soar like that dimpled golf ball does to your farthest dreams and all your expectations, for your tomorrow starts today. And students, please remember that you are always Brentwood strong. Congratulations, class of 2022, from your very, very proud principal and the entire Brentwood High School family. Congratulations. At this time, I would ask that our Board of Education President, Mr. Robert Feliciano, come up here to give an address to the parents and the students of the class of 2022. Mr. Feliciano.
Thank you, Mr. Callan. Before we get started, I am going to ask my colleagues on the board to step forward. I think this has been a custom for a number of years. Can you please step forward? Thank you. So now we're going to get started. Congratulations, felicidades, class of 22. I said congratulations, felicidades, class of 22. All right. Now we're good. On behalf of the Brentwood Board of Education, we commend you for all your extraordinary efforts made to get to this point. The commitment to your self-improvement and that of your fellow classmates, along with your dedication to the many academic extracurricular activities you have been a part of, are worthy of a grand celebration. Today, graduation day, the entire Brentwood School District community, family, friends, faculty, comes together to celebrate all of you. Looking back on the days when it seemed as if this last day of school would never arrive, surely is a bittersweet memory. The excitement surrounding the first days of school during your elementary years now seems like so long ago. All the cheers and laughter during field days will forever sit warmly in your hearts. Each passing year brought new challenges, but you found your own way to endure, persevere, and succeed in getting to this very last day of your high school career. Again, congratulations. Today, graduation day, I have the honor of being introduced as your president of the Board of Education. To my colleagues on this board, I thank you for the privilege. Yes, it is an honor, yet on graduation day, I stand before you, not so much as president of the Board of Education, but as a representative of each and every one of the parents, guardians, or whatever it is that you call those people that have cared for and nurtured you during your life. That is why, along with each and every member of this board is supposed to represent. Students, can we please give a loud round of applause to all the parents and guardians that are here with us today. Thank you. With that being said, I leave you with a message that comes in the form of a short letter that could have well been written by any one of your parents or guardians to any one of you. Lo próximo son reflexiones y consejos de padres a hijos. Es fácil imaginar que esto sea lo que ustedes han hablado en sus hogares. Dear daughter, dear son, querida hija, querida hijo, high school graduation is finally here. It's incredible to see how much you have grown. It was just the other day when you were anxiously waiting for that bus ride to your first day of school. What you may not have realized at the time was that I was as anxious as you. Llegó tu día de graduación. Recuerdo el comienzo de cada día del año escolar. Es increíble ver lo mucho que has crecido. Yes, you are grown, intelligent, strong, and independent. All of the pieces for success are there, yet as your parent, I am still apprehensive. Sí, eres fuerte, inteligente y independiente. Tienes todo lo necesario para tener éxito, pero aún tengo ansiedad. As your parent, I cannot pretend that you will continue to be challenged and that things will be easy, because they will not be. As I've always mentioned, during those difficult times, respect all yet fear none. Stay focused, dig deep, and remember that you will never know how strong you really are until the moment comes in which finding that inner strength in your is the only option. No puedo pretender que las cosas van a ser fácil. Vas a encontrar muchos retos en estas próximas etapas de tu vida. Como siempre he aconsejado, respeta a todos, pero no temas a nadie. Durante estos momentos difíciles, no pierdas fe en ti mismo. As your parent, I cannot allow you to dream without reminding you that dreams without hard work needed to achieve them will remain just a wish. That the worst kind of lie is the one that you tell yourself. As I have always mentioned, maintain the self-discipline and work ethic needed each and every day of your life, and all things are possible. Es bueno soñar grandes éxitos, pero es difícil tener éxito sin esfuerzo de tu parte. Como siempre he aconsejado, mantén tu disciplina, trabaja duro y verá que todo es posible. As your parent, I cannot tell you that you will never be hurt, because chances are you will be. As I have mentioned, allow yourself a moment to reflect and heal, but find the courage that is within you to once again rise up and move forward. En tu vida van a haber momentos de sufrimiento. Como siempre he aconsejado, ten cuenta de la fortaleza que existe en ti y busca la manera de superarte para seguir adelante. As a parent, I cannot promise that everyone you will meet will be a good person, because odds are that there are many that will not be. As I have mentioned, your destiny is of the soul and not of the flesh. It is of God and not of man. Never let anyone define who you are or what you will accomplish. No te puedo prometer que todos tus encuentros con demás personas van a ser positivos. Como siempre he aconsejado, el destino es asunto del alma. Es de Dios y no del hombre ajeno. No permita que otro ser humano define quién eres o qué harás. As you continue to march forward into adulthood, know that everything you have learned during the past 13 years will be put to a test by the new world that you will be stepping into. We ask that you have faith in yourselves by believing that you now possess the knowledge and the tools necessary to thrive, given to you by so many different people within the Brentwood community that truly care about yourself, about your well-being, and are proud of you. Como adulto vas a tener que utilizar todo que has aprendido hasta ahora. Sea firme y confía en las habilidades brindadas por aquellos que siempre han querido lo mejor para ti. As a parent, I want you to know that there is something that will forever be true, that you will always be loved, that even when there is no one in sight, not a single soul, you are never alone, and I will always be with you. Como padre, te diré que siempre será un ser amado. Recuerda que aun cuando no tengas nadie a tu lado, nunca estás solo. Yo estaré contigo. Que Dios lo bendiga ahora y siempre. May God bless you now and forever. Felicidades. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Thank you very much, Mr. John.
Thank you, Mr. Feliciano, and all the members of the Board of Education. It's now my pleasure to invite up to speak a proud Brentwood alumni, your local assemblyman, Mr. Phil Ramos.
Brentwood, my hometown, make some noise! I am am so proud of you guys. I am so proud. You parents over there, you guys proud? I don't hear you. Are you proud? What about on this side? You guys proud? What about you guys in the cheap seats all the way back there? You proud? I tell you, today, you guys, you students, should be proud of yourselves for this accomplishment. I am your assemblyman, as he mentioned, for the past 20 years, and God willing, soon to be your senator. And I have worked for many years with this school district, having gone through it and seen the evolution that it's gone through. I want to first take time to thank our school board, Paula Moore, Robert Feliciano, and the rest of the board for turning the ship around from a dark time in our history. And please join me in a big round of applause for all of them. As I stand here and I see all these young students here ready to go out in the world, I wonder, and I hope that there is press here, because the press is real quick to come to Brentwood when a young person does something wrong. But when we have several thousand young people about to go to college, about to go out into the world and make their impact, we don't see much coverage. Because as you know, in the eyes of some, you are not supposed to succeed. You know that. You hear all the rhetoric. You hear the press that our community gets. And people will say, well, despite having grown up in Brentwood, you have succeeded. But you know what? It's because of Brentwood that you will succeed. It is because of this town. It is because of your families and the struggles and trials and tribulations that they have gone through. All their sacrifices are focused in you. They have broken down barriers. Some have immigrated to this country, have done the impossible just so that you can have this day today and go on with your life with an education. We in Brentwood, we are no longer the community that we used to be. In my time, we were lucky to graduate high school and then go out into the service industry and work for others. But those days are over. I want you to make a pledge that you will go from the classroom to the boardroom where you belong. You should not be asking your elected officials to help you. You should be the elected officials making the policies. You should be the corporate owners creating the jobs. You should be the one blazing the path for your people and the economic prosperity of your community. You should not be doing it for others and working for others. And it is only through your education that you will be able to do that. Because it is your education that will break down those barriers and unbind those chains that hold us back, because we are no longer that community. You will go with an education. You will bring our community to the next level. A lot of times we feel that because we grow up in a town, a diverse town like ours, if you grew up in Brentwood, your families have struggled, have had to, do different things to be able to make it just so that you can have the education that you have today. But your best quality is going to be your ability to adapt. There are people from other communities who have everything handed to them. And when they find themselves in another environment, they don't know what to do. But not you. Your families have had to reinvent themselves several times throughout their lives. And you know that whatever circumstance you are in, you will find a way to make it happen. That is the quality that you have. Having grown up in Brentwood, having had parents who have struggled to make it happen for you. And you will wear that as a badge of honor throughout your life. And that is one quality that will bring you through and will help you support your families and help you do better and help your community. And leadership, all of you are leaders. All of you are leaders in that you are breaking down new barriers that our generation was unable to break down. And leadership is not about how many fights you have. It's not about how many people you fight with. It's about how many bridges you build. It's about how many barriers you break down. It's not about burning down the house. It's about building a strong foundation. That is what leadership is about. Leadership is about getting people who disagree with you to work with you and see it your way and find a way to work together and make it happen. It's not about, going off half-cocked and being a rebel without a cause. You have focus. You have to focus your leadership to positive results. And throughout history, we have seen that people who grow up in communities like ours, people who perhaps are either middle class, struggling middle class, or poorer class, and don't have much possessions, you have seen how they have changed the world. And success is not about what you can get. People measure success, well, I want a nice car, I want to have a nice house. Success is about what you can give. Because what you can give is what is the testament of your character. What you can give to your community and to your fellow man and the person next to you. And you have an obligation to reach back and uplift those who come behind you, those who go through the same trials and tribulations that your families have. You have an obligation to uplift. And if it means stabbing somebody in the back, if it means stepping on somebody to get ahead, you pass on that opportunity. Because you should get your opportunities by working hard like your parents did on your own volition, not by compromising your integrity. People who have had nothing have changed the world because they knew that they had it in their hands to change the world. Mahatma Gandhi, who had no worldly possessions, created a movement for peaceful protest that changed things and had an impact throughout the world. Martin Luther King, with a Bible in his hand and signs picketing and marching, started a civil rights movement. Barack Obama, with the way he taught us a different way of thinking, changed things in the world. You have it in your hands. You just need to realize that you have it in the hands to make that change. Cesar Chavez coined a phrase that says, "Sí se puede." Let me hear you say, "Sí se puede." Louder, "Sí se puede." He marched and he used that slogan over and over again. And when we look at the leaders in the world, Barack Obama is one example. When they told him that a black man could not be president, he said, "Sí se puede." I remember years ago when they told me that a Latino cannot win elected office on Long Island, I said, "Sí se puede." When they told Martin Luther King, you cannot win the civil rights of black people in this world by just marching and peaceful protests, he said, "Sí se puede." And when they tell you that you cannot succeed, what are you going to say? Stand up, everybody, stand up and put your hands in the air. Rise up on your feet and put your hands in the air. Sí se puede. I don't hear you. Sí se puede. Now repeat after me. I have it in my hands to be somebody. I have it in my hands to help my family. I have it in my hands to get an education. I have it in my hands to succeed, and I will succeed. Now put your hands together for the 2022 graduating class of Brentwood. God bless you all. Sí se puede.
Thank you, Oh, if he broke. Thank you, Assemblyman Ramos. Did he break the mic? Still working? Thank you, Assemblyman Ramos, for those great words. We have another elected official with us here today. We have actually two. You're a local legislator here in the town, your town councilman, Jorge Cuadron. Right there, if you could stand. And we have with us our local Suffolk County legislator, Mr. Sam Gonzalez, who's going to come up and speak to you as well.
Buenos días. Bueno, I have a question. How many are graduating today? I don't hear you. How many are graduating today? I know you guys haven't eaten dinner yet. You will. How many are graduating today? Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, one of the first people that I really want you guys to clap for is those people that are beside you, your parents, who have sacrificed. Put your hands together for them, please. For mom, for dad. Also, put your hands together for the administration here, the principals, your teachers, the board. The reason I say this is because, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have worked very, very hard. Han trabajado bien duro. And now that you have completed these 4 years and are on your way to universities or college, and those that aren't but are going to trade schools and the such, now begins the hard work. You see, here, you had a support group. Whenever there was something that you needed or help that you needed, guys and ladies. Now, as you move on to the universities, it'll be on you. But the Brentwood School District has done its job in being able to prepare you for what's to come. If you look next to you, some of you will be teachers, some of you will be nurses, attorneys, maybe even one day elected officials here. And I've spoken to many of you along the way in the last couple of years. Do not, and I know you've heard this before from me, do not let nothing stop you. Do not. You have the wherewithal, ladies and gentlemen, to be anything and everything that you desire. Your parents have sacrificed. This school has sacrificed for you to now continue in your endeavors. It's not going to be easy. But you guys have what it takes to overcome everything. Why? Because you are Brentwood strong. Brentwood strong. So as you go on, ladies and gentlemen, to become that, through a lot of hard work, because now it's all going to be on you. You're going to be able to pick your classes. You're going to go to these classes. If you don't, you're going to be paying for these classes. So guys, please, take what you have learned here. Take what you have learned here. All those dreams that your family has had for you. Some of you guys are first time college. And your parents, tus padres están muy contentos. ¿No están contentos ustedes? A los padres. Some of your parents have their pictures up. You can be everything that you can. Brentwood has prepared you for that. So please, all I ask is that when you do graduate from the universities and the colleges, I ask you to come back. Come back and talk to these individuals that are seated where you are today, that things are possible, so that you can inspire them to continue the way and continue making Brentwood strong, Brentwood proud. God bless you in your endeavors. Que Dios los bendiga a todos ustedes y a sus padres, porque ustedes son el futuro. Muchas gracias.
Thank you, Legislator Gonzalez. At this time, I would ask for Jorge Cuadron, who is our Islip Town councilman. He's going to say a few words to the graduates.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Buenas tardes tengan todos. Good afternoon, everyone. How many are from El Salvador or have a relative from El Salvador? I, as many of your parents, came from El Salvador more than 40 years ago. I didn't graduate from high school here. And you have one of the better educations, one of the best educations in the world. If I made it, you can make it too. So I just must say, muchas felicidades a todos esos padres y madres que pelearon duro para asegurarse que estos jóvenes hoy se estén graduando. Que Dios los bendiga a todos. May God bless you all. May God bless America.
Thank you, Councilman Cuadron. At this time, I'm going to call up to introduce and talk a little bit about our valedictorians and salutatorians in the Ross and Sonling building. Ms. Wanda Ortiz, our Assistant Superintendent.
Congratulations to the graduating class of 2022. Felicidades a todos. Today, I have the honor to present the valedictorians and salutatorians of the class 22. The valedictorian title is granted to two seniors who have earned the highest GPA and are considered the top students of the graduating class. The salutatorian title is given to the two seniors who have earned the second highest GPA. When receiving such titles, these students are recognized for all the time, hard work, and commitment they have dedicated over the last 4 years in order to be ranked the top of their class. These seniors exemplify commitment to the school's mission, and we are very proud of them, and of course grateful to their parents and their teachers. Congratulations to these outstanding students. So now, representing the class of 2022, Sunderland valedictorian is Kevin Duran. Kevin, can you please stand up? Stand up. Kevin is graduating with a GPA of 106 and has earned 29 college credits while attending Brentwood High School. Kevin is committed to attend Columbia University in the fall and will study computer science. I asked Kevin, what 3 words describe his senior year, your senior year? And he said, I had a blast. Congratulations, Kevin. Congratulations. Representing the graduating class of 2022, Ross valedictorian is Roberto Lopez. Roberto is graduating with a GPA of 104. He has also earned college credits while attending Brentwood High School. Brentwood is committed to attend Yale University in the fall and will study biology. When asked, what are the 3 words that describe your senior year, he said, fun, relaxing, and memorable. Congratulations, Roberto. Representing the graduating class of 2022 Sunderland Salutatorian is Sam Hashemi. He's graduating with a GPA of 104 and has earned many college credits while attending Brentwood High School. Sam is committed to attend Sophie B. Davis School of Medicine in the fall and will study medicine. When asked what 3 words describe his senior year, he said exciting but nostalgic. Congratulations, Sam. Representing the graduating class of 2022, Ross Salutatorian is Jessica Sue. Jessica is graduating with a GPA of 104 and has earned college credits while attending Brentwood High School. Jessica is committed to attend NYU in the fall and will study business. When asked what 3 words describe your senior year, she said, make it happen. Congratulations to all of you. We're very proud of you. Thank you.
Fidelis is an award to recognize students who have studied and are fluent in 2 or more languages by the time they graduate from high school. Even if you don't understand the importance of communicating with the rest of the world, your heart understands the feeling of being recognized and understood. The determination and bravery it takes to learn a second language isn't something everyone has inside of them. So give yourself credit for this incredible achievement. Il sigillo di literacia dello Stato di New York incoraggia gli studenti a studiare più di una lingua per fornire ai laboratori e alle università ulteriori informazioni su questo studente. Questo sigillo dà l'importanza di essere capace di parlare e scrivere in più di una lingua. Poi questo diventa un grande vantaggio quando si entra nel mondo reale.
Come parlante di più di una lingua, approfittiamo di questa opportunità per migliorare noi stessi in molti aspetti della nostra vita quotidiana. Se parli 1 o 2 lingue mondiali, sei unico. Hai scelto di superare le tue aspettative. Ya sea que hables 2 idiomas o más, tú eres único. Has elegido ir más allá de donde habías puesto tus expectativas y Brentwood está orgulloso de ti. Este año, en la clase graduante del 2022, Brentwood pasó de tener 30 estudiantes a tener más de 231 estudiantes que han recibido el sello de la biliteracia. Estamos orgullosos de poder decir que tenemos muchos más estudiantes que tienen interés en aprender más idiomas. Tu desempeño es muestra de que tienes el potencial para obtener éxito abundante en tu vida.
Will everyone who received the seal by literacy please stand up?
We would like to say thank you to Brentwood for giving us this incredible opportunity, and a big thank you also to the faculty and staff who worked hard to give us this recognition. Como hispanas trilingües,
estamos orgullosas de ti, Brentwood.
I definitely paused.
At this time, Dr. Doolin will present some additional awards.
The United States Marine Corps Award for Scholastic Excellence. This award recognizes a student's academic achievement and leadership as a high school scholar. The recipients are Edwin Chavaria and Javi Pham. Please join me at the stage. As you hear your name, please report to the stage. The next award is the United States Marine Corps Semper Fidelis Award for Musical Excellence. This award is in recognition of diligence, dedication, and musical excellence as a performing high school bandsman and soloist. The recipients are Joseph Carrera and Matthew Flores. the United States Marine Corps Award for Scholar Athlete. This award is designed to acknowledge students who embody the finest standards of scholarship and athleticism. These students should possess high standards within their own educational goals, as well as participated in an organized school sport at the varsity level. The recipients are Isabella Jaka and Gabriel Willens. The Congressional Merit Award. The Congressional Merit Award is designed to honor and acknowledge outstanding students in the community. This annual award is offered to students who have shown exemplary citizenship and academic excellence. The recipients are Kevin Duran and Roberto Lopez. The Attorney General Triple C Award. This award recognizes the character, courage, and commitment of New York's hardworking students. The young men and women chosen to receive this award must have shown a commitment to learning, to their community, and to their fellow classmates. The recipients are LaShonda Blair, Sam Hashimi, Jessica Sue, and Aralani Perez. Please join me at the stage. The Principal's Scholar Athlete Award. This award is designed to acknowledge students who embody the finest standards of scholarship and athleticism. These students should possess high standards with their own educational goals, as well as participated in an organized school sport. The recipients are David Akpin and Anastasia Galgo. Congratulations to all of the graduation award recipients.
I would like to honor, and at this time, all of those students who are going to join the military and are in join in various branches of the military. Do we have any? We always have some in this class. Please stand. Any students that, all right, there we go. All right, thank you. I would also ask that, and these are students that worked very closely with me this year. They really were a very big part of some of the things we were able to do, some of the things we were able to accomplish this year. Our members of the senior class and the student council, I'd like them to stand when I call their name. Yvette Carbajal, who's our Sonley Student Council president. She'll be attending Stony Brook University. Priscilla DeJesus, Ross Student Council president, attending Penn State University. Aina Jawaid, executive officer, attending Stony Brook University. Isabella Jaka, attending Lindenwood University. Julia Hernandez, Stony Brook University. Kayla Lozado, secretary, attending UT Arlington. Alyssa Checo, treasurer, attending the University of Michigan. Melissa Benitez, social media manager, attending SUNY Old Westbury Honors College. Emily Hernandez, Sonling Senior Class President, John Jay College. And Mauricio Diaz Ross, Senior Class President and Student Liaison, who will be attending the University of Southern California. Big round of applause for these students. Thank you. So I'm going to introduce your valedictorians and salutatorians to come to the stage here. Come up. They're going to give their address jointly. That is Kevin Duran, Sam Ashemi, Roberto Lopez, and Jessica Sue. Big round of applause for your valedictorians and salutatorians in the Ross and Sonling Center.
Well. Hello there, everyone, and welcome to the Brentwood Class of 2022 graduation ceremony. Thank you to everyone who made this wonderful day possible. Well, I'm just going to dive right in here with a little joke. Why are most M&Ms going to college? So they can turn into Smarties. Anyone get it? There we go. Okay, moving on. Even though this feels like the end, it's only the beginning of this journey that we call life. From this moment forward, we will be tasked with leaving our mark on this world, and it is up to us to fulfill that responsibility. No one said it was going to be easy. If there's anything that high school has taught us, it's that consistency and persistence are the two building blocks of success. Shout out to my mom and dad sitting somewhere in the stands for teaching me this lesson. Yeah. As we all know, our parents built the foundation for us to get to this point in our lives. My father once told me, if opportunity doesn't come knocking, build a door. It is with this mindset that we must ride the roller coaster that we call life. Although our parents set the foundation for our success, let us not forget the people that helped guide us to this point. Yes, we're talking about you, teachers, coaches, guidance counselors, and administrators. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, because we could not have done this without them. Having said that, there's an important lesson to learn from this. Relationships and gratitude have helped us get to this point in our lives. Moving forward, it is of the utmost importance that we continue to hold that Brentwood gratitude and openness that guide us in order to build future relationships with people that may hold the potential to have a positive impact on our lives. You never really know how things will turn out. The person sitting across from you in the library could be your next surgeon, the police officer you call for help, or even the astronaut who explores our future. Relationships and gratitude are part of what got us to this point, but they are also going to be what carries us even further than we can ever imagine. Growing up in Brentwood is an advantage. Growing up in a diverse community like Brentwood has allowed us to gain essential life skills through our day-to-day interactions. It puts us a step ahead. What we can do as individuals is hold on to those skills and remain welcoming and open to new experiences and new people, no matter how daunting it may be at first. Becoming comfortable with the uncomfortable is really how we grow. So, my fellow Brentwood graduates, let us remain hopeful and welcoming to the change in our lives to come. But always remember that no matter what, Brentwood Strong is what we are. Shout out Julian, Tiny, Bree, and Julia. Thank you.
Brentwood's class of 2022. We did it. We're graduating. We finished what felt like an eternity, and that deserves a round of applause on its own. As we graduate, the doors to the world have opened for us with more opportunities than ever imaginable. And if these doors haven't opened yet, we can build them like Sam said. This marks the first step in building our future lives and unlocking unknown opportunities. Now, there are a million quotes that represent the class of 2022, but I chose one from William Shakespeare to share today. He said, "Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them." In life, we can't always count on being born great or having greatness thrust upon us, but always remember that the opportunity to achieve greatness is within our grasp. Keep in mind that our heroes, whoever they might be, started their lives as average people just like you and me. Nature has given us all the pieces to thrive and achieve exceptional greatness, but has left it to us to take these pieces and put them together. We all have the power to be something great in life. We just have to chase that greatness and never give up. I learned this from my family, who never gave up on me and my twin, having us when my mother was only 16 years old. They showed us that with hard work comes amazing rewards, amazing opportunities, and when you have someone, a parent, a friend, a loved one, looking over you, supporting you, and loving you, greatness and success is in fact accessible to us all. Life is unpredictable and full of obstacles, but I believe if you want the rainbow, you gotta put up with the rain. We come from Brentwood, and this means we're the definition of strength and perseverance. And as we close this Brentwood chapter of ours, we open a new chapter of our lives, a new chapter full of new relationships, amazing success, and the promise of great joy. Like my family from Puerto Rico in the back, who came to the United States for a better life, and to all the families who have done the same and put up with the rain for the rainbow, thank you. Thank you for showing us that we can succeed. Solo queremos dar las gracias a toda la familia aquí por todo lo que han hecho por nosotros. Te haremos sentir orgulloso. We just want to say thank you. Thank you to all the family out here for everything you have done for us. We will, in fact, make you proud. I mean, if we survived making it to these one-way hallways, I'm pretty sure we can survive anything. Class of 2022, keep in mind that there will be people who say we can't do it, but in the end, it will be us, Brentwood graduates, who rise up and prove them wrong. Brentwood graduates become the most successful out there in the world because Brentwood Strong is what we are, and there's no changing that.
As Roberto has said, the class of 2022 here today exemplifies the spirit of strength and perseverance. Over the past 4 years, we have had our high school years interrupted by a global pandemic, and we have all had our own share of struggles to overcome. At the same time, though, we have also started to discover who we are and where our true passions lie along the way, and we have grown as a result of this new reflection of ourselves. What we have accomplished today has been the result of our distinct personalities, our individual choices, our unique battles, and most importantly, our bold passions. There no doubt will be failures and obstacles in the future. Judgment from others will be present every step of the way, and the world may try to change us. But what's important for us is to not be tracked by Dharma, to never live under the expectations of others. Everyone's path in life is different. What's important for all of us is knowing that we are doing what makes us happy, no matter if it's on the fields, on stages, out in space, in offices, labs, hospital, classrooms, or elsewhere out in the bigger world. Instead of being afraid to take risks, we should embrace the opportunity to pursue our passions because it is one of the most important things we will have the opportunity to do in our own lives. Even when the future is a blurry mess of fog and we have to make sacrifices in the face of difficult choices, I believe that we can all achieve great things. As long as we continue to push forward, things will work out in the end, even if we don't realize it at the very moment. It is during times like these that we should hold on to the initial aspirations and passions that we each started out with, and that motivated us to hold on time and time again. It is also during times like these that we should also allow ourselves to slow down, to look around, to find and be inspired by new passions throughout our journey of life. Ultimately, we must have courage and grit. We must follow our heart and intuition. Our experiences has made us strong, and we will continue to be resilient and passionate human beings. No matter where we go or what we do, we will always be on the road to reaching our dreams. We are the only ones who can define who we are, and we each have the ability to make a positive impact in this world. Although it's time for us to move on now to our next adventures and say goodbye, one thing that is certain, we will all be living our lives and doing our best. With our fervent and earnest passions, we'll show the world that the Brentwood class of 2022 can break all stereotypes, surpass all expectations, and be more all they and we have ever imagined, because Brentwood Strong is what we are.
Here we stand, my fellow classmates, on the cusp of infinite possibilities. We have our whole lives ahead of us, and with them, all the experiences we have yet to know. We're embarking on a grand adventure, and up until now, our lives have been straightforward. Each year of schooling led logically to the next, and our educational and life paths have been clearly defined. Now, life will steer us onto our own path, one with boundless freedom and potential that is solely our own, and which, as Jessica stated, will be largely dictated by our individual passions. As you all know, I have a passion for Tetris, which is a lot like life. In both, we must look ahead to make our next move. To dwell on the past causes us to lose some of the precious time we have left to decide our next step. We can't allow ourselves to be stuck in the past, because the game keeps running, the pieces keep falling, the timer keeps ticking. So we keep moving ahead and adapting to our situation. Sometimes we misdrop a piece, and that's okay, because none of us are perfect. We're not machines that can make the best move every time. Sometimes we don't see the best path forward, but that's okay too. It's not about maximum efficiency, but rather how we adapt, because we'll never know what life has in store for us. The only thing we can control is how we react to it. No matter how messy the board may look, or how bad the next blocks may be, it's imperative to remember that there is always a way out. And sometimes, we just have to press onward to get to the right pieces. With all the twists and turns of life, it's not about what life throws at us, but rather how we set the board, how we play the game that will define who we are. We're not all the same, our paths are not the same, but we will all continue to make moves, to clear lines in the game of life, to move on to the next level, and to meet with our own individual victories. Today we start with the same pieces on the same board. We have the same caps, the same gowns, the same diplomas, and the same hometown. We are all Brentwood, and because of that, we should be filled with hope. Though our futures may differ, we are all equal in the limitless possibilities before us. Despite how far we have already come, most of our journey still lies ahead. As we gather to mark this important milestone on our path, ahead of us stands life, full of all its beauty and grandeur. Ahead of us stands the people we have yet to meet, the love and families we may create, the places we are to go, the dreams we are still to realize. Ahead of us stands life. Let us go through it boldly, without fear and without regret, carrying all the pieces we have been given, with open arms to those yet to come, because Brentwood Strong is what we are, and what we always will be.
Now, before we all leave here today, we want to ask all the graduates to stop and thank your family and loved ones.
Stand up and wave to them, because they really have been our #1 supporters and made this day come true. Come on, stand up, all of you, come on, come on. Okay, you guys are good.
Make sure you give them that hug and a thank you, and most of all, celebrate. Celebrate all that hard work has been paid off.
One thing Brentwood knows how to do well is throw parties, so let's celebrate today like a day we will never forget. I also expect an invitation to every one of your grad parties. And never forget, Brentwood Strong is what we are. Let's get these diplomas.
Once again, Roberto, Kevin, Sam, and Jessica, a big round of applause for your Vals, your Valedictorian and Salutatorians of Brentwood High School. Thank you. At this, okay, I know you've been sitting there a while, and I know you've been listening to a lot of adults speak at you, but we have one last speaker, I promise you. One last speaker, okay? All right, one last. He'll make it worth it, trust me. I have a feeling he'll make it worth it. Now I just put him on the spot, but it is my honor to call up to speak now the Superintendent of Schools. He preceded me as high school principal, and it is my honor to bring on Mr. Richard Losner.
Thank you, Mr. Callan. That was a heck of an introduction. So, good evening, class of 2022. Can I hear you? No. As Mr. Callen said, I am the last speaker, and I promise my speech will be quite short. You know what? We're losing a little bit of energy, folks. Now, I do know over here, if I'm not mistaken, I heard lots of horns earlier in the night. Could we hear it again? So, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the class of 2022. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, as I'm speaking, if you feel like you have to blow the horn, please just go right ahead. I can work right through it. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, I do have a message, and those that have listened to me over the years know that I like to have a little point. And I do have a message for the community here in Brentwood, but most importantly for the graduates, the 2022 graduates. And it's this: what starts here changes the world. As I look out over the class of 2022, I am convinced the process to change the world has already begun. What do I mean by that? I believe as the world gets more complicated and complex, people try to simplify it by putting each of us in a box with a label, with the hope that each person in a certain category will think and act in a certain way and even meet a predetermined level of success according to the box you were assigned. As I look out over this beautiful mosaic sea of Brentwood graduates, most hailing from 11717 and some still from 11706, I already see the sides of the boxes collapsing. I already see the labels becoming blurry. You see why I believe what started here in Brentwood for most of you 13 years ago will change the world, because here in Brentwood, we don't put people in labeled boxes. We have hundreds of students whose parents and grandparents hail from over 50 different countries across the globe. They are mixed with families who are second, third, and fourth generation Brentwood and New York. Many graduates here tonight came to us not speaking English, but they leave here now speaking 2 and some 3 languages. You see, what starts here can change the world. You see, the world is currently putting people in boxes with labels based on nebulous or vague qualities, and certainly with a place as diverse as Brentwood. No one would fault us if we put each of you in a box with a different label. But we didn't. In fact, we put you all in one box with one label. And that label, ladies and gentlemen, simply says unlimited potential. So you see, folks, what starts here changes the world. And I have one simple thing to ask each of you. As you go out into the world, refuse to be put in a box yourself, but also refuse to put people in boxes with predetermined labels. You have proven and will continue to prove, no matter where you are from or what you look like, you all have unlimited potential. So in closing, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank each of you for adding to the richness of the Brentwood community. And as you pursue your dreams, do so with the knowledge that the staff here wishes each graduate peace, happiness, and many successes. And please know we will always be joined through our Brentwood experience. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the class of 2022. Now, this is the moment, ladies and gentlemen. This is my favorite part of being superintendent. I now get to ask, or rather I should say, I get to confer the diplomas on the class of 2022. So first I'm going to ask the crowd one more time, and a great big hoot and holler. Congratulations, the class of 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, could I ask the graduates to please rise? I am now going to read something that will make your graduation official. With the necessary certification put forth by Mr. John Callan, Brentwood High School principal, that all graduating students have satisfied parts 100.5 and 100.6 of the regulations established by the Commissioner of Education. These regulations list all requirements needed to qualify for a high school diploma. I, as Superintendent of Schools, and by the authority vested in my office by the laws of New York State and by the rules and regulations of the Commissioner of Education and the Brentwood Union Free School District Board of Education, do here and now proudly present for graduation to our Board of Education and the entire Brentwood community, the Brentwood High School class of 2022. Congratulations. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may sit down. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lozner. So this is the part your parents and you've all been waiting for. This is the part when we call you up to confer your diplomas. So you're going to present these diplomas. You know from practice how you're going to come up. You're going to come up to the stage. You're going to take a picture. And then you're going to exit down through the front here and back to your seat. All right, so this is the time that the parents and everybody's waited for. So at this time, we will start to confer the diplomas. So the first rows can please rise. Yep, that deserves a big round. All right. No, it's a combination. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they know. Yeah.
I'll start it off. Who do I hand the one to first? Okay. Then you hand them the other one.
Okay, here we go. Catherine Abrego Arevalo.
Kilmer Isaac Acosta Zavala.
Brittany Acosta.
Marcos Aguilar.
Evelyn Acosta.
David Akban.
Anyara Acosta.
Ahanaf Alam.
Vilma Alarcon.
Valentin Alcantari.
Adrienne Elizabeth Alas.
Cliff Alcantara.
Hazel Janeth Alcantara Cardona.
Randy Alaho.
Gabrielle Rosario Alcaraz.
David Santos Aliman.
Carmen Laura Alejo.
Arif Ali.
Sabrina Alaman.
Marcos Antonio Ali.
Leilani Jaylene Alfaro.
Elijah Allen.
Amberlyn Almorin.
Nathaniel Dale Aline.
Yesenia Giselle Alvarado.
Angel Almonte.
Diana Beatriz Alvarenga.
Kelvin Alfredo Alvarado.
Melanie Johanna Alvarez.
Steve Alvarado.
Samantha Margarita Alvarez.
Edison Alexander Alvarez.
Kaylee Alvarez Valdez.
Justin Alexander Alvarez.
Iris Alexa Amaya.
Matthew Alexander Alvarez.
Jasmine Amaya.
Albert Amaya.
Jasmine Amaya.
Ricardo Javier Amaya.
Johanny Amaya.
Joel Anfo.
Lindsay Amaya.
Giovanni Alfredo Andrade.
Natalie Amaya.
Fernando Angel Portillo.
Zaheen Tasnuva Amin.
Eric Matthew Argueta.
Ariana Ampuero.
Brian Argueta Garcia.
Vanessa Elizabeth Andrade.
Salvador Antonio Argueta Jr.
Kelly Alina Andrade Garcia.
Brandon Ariaza.
Serena Sandra Angal.
Christian Ariola.
Teona Anthony.
Eric Ortega Ventura.
Lily Migdala Aponte.
Jacob Jamie Ortora.
Janice Alejandra Aragon.
Ruben Augustin.
Diana Yanira Aravalo.
Kevin Avendano.
Jasmine Isabella Aravalo.
Aiden Aviles.
Jamie Adriana Argueta.
Cesar Luis Aviles Sabalos.
Jasley A. Argueta.
Kenny Gabriel Ballister.
Madeline Argueta.
Henry David Benegas.
Marisol Argueta.
Joseph Barahona.
Annalise L. Arias.
Daniel Alexander Benavides.
Senia Alexandra Arias.
Fernando Benitez Zelaya.
Alexandra Argueta.
Aiden Benitez.
Emily Giselle Arias Vasquez.
Marlon Benitez.
Shensi Sarafina Aris.
Yeah, that was Aiden. Marlon I called. Naum Benitez.
Katriana Aryav.
Dervon Bennett Tutin.
Giselle Carolina Artola.
Donovan Luis Bermudez.
Jacqueline Ayala.
Angie Bernal.
Joyce Stephanie Ayala.
Matthew Blanco.
Nantanine Bakayoko.
Cheyenne Bokhari.
Lisbeth Alexandra Benegas.
Alex Giovanni Bonilla.
Morelia Benegas.
Eric Alexander Bonilla.
Natalie Lisbeth Benegas.
Jamil Isaac Bonilla.
Catriel Banucci.
Roger Bonilla.
Natalia Benavides.
Jonathan Bonilla Castillo.
Victoria Benavides.
Francis Roel Bonilla Mejia.
Karen Maria Benitez.
Dayron Bravo.
Yorlin Yahaira Benitez.
Ryan Budhu.
Melissa Benitez.
Rodney David Brioche.
Tatiana Liseth Benitez.
Jordan Cassius Brooks.
Danica Rose Bermudez.
Justin Cabrera.
Juliana Nicole Bermudez.
Max Alejandro Cabrera.
Catherine Michelle Bermudez Ortiz.
Kelvin Bonilla.
Vanessa Denise Barote.
Joey Calderon.
Astri Michelle Berrios Rivera.
Adani Campos.
Sofia Andrea Blanco.
Eric Campos.
Anna Bonilla.
Jason Kevin Campos.
Jasmine Coritza Bonilla.
Joshua Alexander Campos.
Mariani Emily Bonilla.
Josue Joel Campos.
Michelle Bonilla.
Jason Canales.
Allison Bonilla Benitez.
Moses Caleb Canales.
Kelly Bonilla Reyes.
Victor Canales.
Denora Maria Benostro.
Kevin Cow.
Chris Brezus.
Joseph Carballo.
Melissa Buitrago.
Emerson Yahir Carcamo.
Irma Caballero Mejia.
Enrique Cardenas.
Haley Cabrera.
Marvin Carias.
Kelly Estefania Cabrera.
Joseph Carrero.
Sofia Avalis Cabrera.
The following diploma is to be given by a family member who is an employee of the Brentwood School District. Chadmore Casimir.
Cindy Diana Calderon.
Gerardo Castaños.
Diana Calderon.
Jeremias Castellanos.
Nicole Tiny Calderon.
Alejandro Castellon.
Reina Tatiana Calderon Lopez.
Kenneth Alexis Castillo.
Amy Andrea Colonge.
Neil Castillo.
Kylie Jade Colonge.
Joshua Castellanos.
The following diploma is to be given by a family member who's an employee of the Brentwood School District. Stephanie Daniela Campos.
The following diploma is to be given by Simone Holder Daniel, Board of Education member. Antonio Cesar Castillo, Jr.
Rosie Yamaleth Canales.
Brian Castro.
Yvette Roslyn Carbajal.
Xavier Castro.
Brenda Carcamo.
Ivan Jr. Serna.
Miley Ciara Cardenas.
Ever Ivan Chanchavak Larius.
Angeli De Reina Carias.
Wilkie Charles.
Stephanie Danelli Carranza Alvarenga.
Edwin Josue Chavaria.
Stephanie Cartagena Cardoza.
Anthony Chica.
Giselle Cassiano.
Anthony Chicas.
Gabriela Celeste Castillo.
Selvin Jair Chicas.
Julissa Isabel Castillo.
James Emmanuel Colazo.
Savannah Marlene Celius.
Angel Rafael Contreras.
Ineda Jeanette Centeno.
Christian Contreras.
Carla Centeno.
Norland Leonel Contreras Lone.
Carrie Charles.
Jefferson Contreras Lopez.
Prisca Charles.
Kevin Cortez.
Josefina Ashley Chavez.
Angel Javier Cruz.
The following diplomas be given by a family member who's an employee of the Brentwood School District. Alyssa Janelis Checo.
Darwin Cruz.
Emily Chicas.
Esau Cruz.
Juliana Daisy Chiugayo.
Jason Anthony Cruz.
Zania Unkela Sonasia Clark.
Luis Julian Cruz.
Dana Claros Melendez.
Marvin Miguel Cruz Moreno.
Anna Lillian Claros Ramos.
Yanni Alexander Cruz Santos.
Helen Yasmin Clavel.
Lamont Terrell Cuffey Jr.
Brianna Liseth Climaco.
Sebastian Alejandro Davalos.
Genesis Lizeth Coelho Villavicenzo.
The following diploma is to be given by Simone Holder Daniel, Board of Education member. Herman Denzel Davis Jr.
Kayla Janae Collymore.
The following diploma is to be given by Julie Burgos, Board of Education member. Juan Carlos Delgado.
Yolanda Contreras.
Anthony Luis Diaz.
Katia Cordon.
Landon Diaz.
Carol Elizabeth Corrales Meza.
Luis Angel Diaz.
The following diplomas be given by a family member who is an employee of the Brentwood School District. Isabella Michelle Cortez.
Mauricio Ariel Diaz.
Nathimar Liz Kosaje.
Caleb Jordan Demanche.
Brianna Giselle Cruz.
Joshua Dominguez.
Lizette Cruz.
Bruno Dos Santos.
Nicole Cruz.
Sean Dowling.
Vanessa Cruz.
Werlinson Antonio Duarte Milian.
Yoselin Cruz.
Herman Alexander Duartes.
Catherine Cruz Ayala.
Kevin Pedro Duran Mendoza.
Kimberly Giselle Cruz Zavala.
Alex Matthew Ehrlich.
Ruth Esmeralda Cueva Argueta.
Barry Duval Elmore Jr.
Alyssa DeBraccio.
Christian Anthony Enderlin Bully.
The following diplomas be given by a family member who's an employee of the Brentwood School District. Raylan DeGrella.
Donnie Escalante Fuentes.
The following diplomas be given by a family member who's an employee of the Brentwood School District. Priscilla Ariana de Jesus.
Franco Escobar.
Mirella Lopez Diaz.
Henry Alexi Escobar.
Ruth Maribel Diaz Gamez.
Kevi Ayala Escobar.
Enma Priscilla Diaz Cruz.
Mario Jr. Escobar.
Veronica Elizabeth Dindial.
Eduardo Enrique Escobar Linares.
Brianna Dominguez.
Walter Enrique Escobedo.
Sonia Dominguez.
Ronald Eduardo Escoval.
Jacqueline Areli Dominguez Sands.
Walter Daniel Escoval.
Yesley Saray Dominguez.
Naheem Estriplet.
Katie Chantal Dominguez Espejo.
Anthony Uceda.
Ibane Natoya Douglas.
Johan Chris Uceda.
Anna Murray Douglas.
Jovensky Eugene.
Onawa Dacia Dubois.
Christian Elias Furman Velasquez.
Idalia Areli Duran Ibarra.
Jelani Anthony Fitzgerald.
Yarlin Duran Paez.
Cesar Flores.
Sarah Vanessa Echevarria Castablanco.
Danny Brian Flores.
The following diplomas to be given by a family member who's an employee of the Brentwood School District. Alyssa Louise Edwards.
Darwin Flores.
Wensley Sasha Elizer.
Eden Nielsen Ariel Flores.
The following diplomas be given by a family member who's an employee of the Brentwood School District. Amber Rose Ellis.
Jason Ray Flores.
Bianca Gispel Escobar.
Justin Derek Flores.
Esmeralda A. Escobar.
Kevin Joshua Flores.
Katie Vanessa Escobar.
Matthew Mauricio Flores.
Iris Vanessa Escobar Garcia.
Asmar Flores.
Adamaris Escobar Ortiz.
Pedro Isaac Flores.
Daniela Espinal.
Billman Isaac Flores Castro.
Kersey S. Espinal Luna.
Kelvin Bonilla.
Jaylene N. Espinoza.
Jamari Emmanuel.
Cindy Araceli Uceda.
Junior J. Flores Zelaya.
Alondra Nayelis Faria Rodriguez.
Dimitri Derek Fournet.
Caitlin Marie Fernandez.
Alexi Fuentes.
Sonia Fernandez.
Sael.
Laura Fernandez Flores.
Steven Fuentes.
Diana Ferrofino.
John Carlos Fuentes.
Brianna Y. Flores.
Kyle Joseph Fuller.
Crystal E. Flores.
Anthony Joshua Galeas.
Jessica Berenice Flores.
Ever Galeas.
Lizbeth Flores.
Edgar Stephen Garcia.
Michelle Flores.
Efren Garcia.
Sharon Masael Flores.
Justin Garcia.
Kimberly Flores Martinez.
Victor Manuel Garcia Diaz.
Kaylee Mariela Flores Velorio.
Edgar Garcia Romero.
Nayeli Michelle Franceschi.
Josue Garcia Torres.
Rosanna Ray Franco.
Julio Jose Garcia Jr.
Diana Fuentes.
Derek Alexander Gomez.
Erica A. Fuentes.
Lorenzo Gomez.
Lindsay Fuentes.
Michael Ezekiel Gomez.
Marbeli Fuentes Carballo.
Amilcar Alberto Gomez Amaya.
Luz Selena Fuentes Hernandez.
Kevin Samuel Gomez Canzanales.
Litzy Lee Caliano Cayi.
Luis Gomez Polino.
Zaira Galeas.
Juan Carlos Gonzalez.
Anastasia Gallego Gomez.
Diego Antonio Gonzalez Araque.
Catherine Garay.
Devin Alexis Gonzalez.
Abigail Susana Garcia.
Hector Gonzalez.
Giselle Patricia Garcia.
Heriberto Gonzalez.
Jasmine Catherine Garcia.
Julian Alejandro Gonzalez.
Natalia Garcia.
Junior Gonzalez.
Rosalind Garcia.
Michael Alexander Gonzalez.
Belkin Garcia Acosta.
Donovan Gonzalez Mora.
Kaylee Vanessa Garcia Enriquez.
Corey Maurice Gooden Jr.
Angeline Garcia Pelez.
David Gordon.
Nazela Sineji Gaston.
Micarius King Gordon.
Ivana Izmir Gibson.
Francisco Granados.
Gervana Nicole Gilbert.
Jason Enrique Granados.
Michaela Glover Roche.
Anthony Greenwich.
Fatima Godoy.
Alam Manalo Gudiel y Gudiel.
Kenya Gomez.
Juan Emiliano Gudiel Dieguez.
Johira Gomez.
Christopher Ernesto Gallo.
Patricia Giovanna Gomez Mancibo.
Kevin Guerrero.
Sofia Gonzalez.
Abraham Guevara.
Angie Gonzalez.
Jerson Guevara.
Diana Gonzalez.
Joshua Guevara.
Emmeline Yesenia Gonzalez.
The following diploma is to be given by a family member who is an employee of the Brentwood School District. Ruben Guevara.
Emily Gonzalez.
Christopher Gutierrez.
Noelia Gonzalez.
Daniel Guzman.
Mercy Gonzalez Lozano.
Steve Guzman Castillo.
Nia Goodman.
Sam Hashemi.
This way, guys. Naisa Angel Gosley.
Mohammed Taha Hassan. Is it left? Okay, it's like, wow.
Go ahead. Gabriela Granados.
Matthew Haynes.
Arlene Granados Gomez.
Zion Haynes.
Tiana Antonia Michelle Grandison.
Daniel Hernandez.
Star Gloria Grant.
Diego Alberto Hernandez.
Maya Green. This is not loud enough.
Felix Adone Hernandez.
Jasmine Grimes.
Gerson Ariel Hernandez.
Emily Vanessa Guardado Bonilla.
Jacob Alicio Hernandez.
Jennifer Carolina Guardado Quintanilla.
Kelvin Hernandez.
Marcela Giselle Guerrero.
Michael Angel Hernandez.
Angelica Jamilet Guevara.
Steven Hernandez.
Catherine S. Guevara.
William Josue Hernandez.
Janita Guevara Alvarez.
Carlos Hernandez.
Jaisal Elizabeth Guevara Menjivar.
Christian Alexander Hernandez Solano.
Caitlin Guyen.
Juan Lorenzo Hernandez Zaldana.
Darlene Denise Guyen.
The following diploma is to be given by Cindy Safiri, Board of Education member, Dylan Huskin.
Gloria Stephanie Gutierrez. The following diploma is to be given by a family member who is an employee of Brentwood School District, Vanessa Gutierrez.
William Alexander Hidalgo.
Melanie Adriana Guzman.
Wayne Hodson.
Raquel Guzman.
Nicholas Alexander Harinas.
Alicia Guzman Argueta.
Sebastian Hurtado Gonzalez.
Catherine Caroline Enriquez.
Manuel Oswaldo Ibarra.
Madison Nicole Herbert.
Santiago Ibarra.
Elsie Andrew Hernandez.
Christopher Antariano.
Emilia Alexandra Hernandez.
Isaac A. Islenos Rivas.
Jacqueline Daniela Hernandez.
Isaiah Jackson.
Jennifer Linel Hernandez.
Wiggins Jean Francois.
Julia Berenice Hernandez.
Brian Samuel Jimenez.
Kaylee Hernandez.
Tristan Lee John.
Kiara Hernandez.
Carl Jones.
Stephanie Hernandez.
Elion Gerardo.
Tatiana Hernandez.
Milton Cordova.
Rebecca Marisol Hernandez Hernandez.
Jose Luis de la Cruz.
Idania Imadei Hernandez Marquez.
Evansonic Nason Bouquet.
The following diploma is to be given by a family member who is an employee of the Brentwood School District. Emily Lourdes Hernandez Perdomo.
Steven Elison Cruz. Mehmet Karogla.
Sara Ibagail Hernandez Velázquez.
Francis Augustus Kessner.
Angélica Hernandez Ortiz.
Walid Akbar Khan.
Rebecca Giselle Herrera.
Teab Kokar.
Jacqueline Joelisa Hirsch.
Kenneth E. Kreitz.
Jessica Sue.
Edgar David Lainez.
Jocelyn Lee Hughes.
Andres Steve Landaverde.
Kenya Hurtado.
Is he okay? Anthony Jason Lang.
Sara Husiani.
Herbert Omar Lazo Romero.
Alanis G. Hidrobo.
Brian Giuseppe Lecusan.
The following diploma is to be given by a family member who is an employee of Brentwood School District. Isabella Margaret Jacka.
Bryce Lieutenant.
Jamel Jolani Jamison Bennett.
Luis Marcelo Leva.
Hannah Joey.
Jefferson D. Lemus Figueroa.
Shaina Jean Baptiste.
The following diploma is to be given by Eileen Felix, Board of Education member. John Pierre Alessandro Levi Rocca.
Elizabeth Jean Begistin.
Giancarlo Lucetti.
Gianna June.
Luis A. Linares Cerrone.
Kimberly Giselle Jimenez Caballero.
Christopher Michael Linsalata.
Brianna Johnson.
Caden Laris.
Destiny Gabrielle Johnson.
Eric Lobos.
Sasia Claudette Grace Johnson.
Joshua Logan.
Antoinette Diane Kemp.
Ricardo Francisco Lopez.
J. Tamara Key.
Roberto Antonio Lopez.
Gurdel Lamarre.
Mario Daniel Lopez Cardona.
Joycelyn Lisette Landaverde.
Ramon Ernesto Lopez Mason.
Catherine Nicole Lasso.
Ismael I. Lorenzo.
Maideline Sahari Lasso Pereira.
Miguel Angel Lorenzo.
Adina A. Ledesma.
Francescoli Lucano.
Shakari Leggett.
Caleb Malvav.
Tania Loja Stella.
Andrew Emilio Maldonado.
Catherine V. Lopez.
Ariel Maldonado.
Melissa Caceres Lopez.
Edwin Gabriel Maldonado.
Miriam A. Lopez Gonzalez.
Eric Maldonado.
Lee Little.
The following diploma is to be given by a family member who is an employee of the Brentwood School District. Jason J. Maldonado Hernandez.
Carolina G. Lopez Rivera.
Kevin Lubin Jr.
Ana Coca.
Peter Daniel Malo.
Jolecy Marie Cintron.
Brian Carlos Mencia Arvelo.
Wendy Lema.
Dean Nasser Mansour.
Shanice Barry.
Angel Yair Mardiaga.
Andrea Diaz.
Alejandro Miguel Marcias Meza.
Cindy Benitez.
Justin Marin.
Nina Victoria Gobea.
David Alejandro Marin.
Skylar Sofia Gonzalez.
Jairo Alejandro Marmol Rodriguez.
Natalie Nicole Cordova.
Brian Jose Martinez.
Chelsea Alexandra Alvarez.
Diego Jose Martinez.
Lesmi Yaritza Diaz Vanegas.
The following diploma is to be given by Cindy Safiri, Board of Education member, Giovanni Martinez.
Ingrid Lopez Sandoval.
Jeffrey Salvador Martinez.
Jasmine Love.
Josue Michelle Martinez.
Kayla Noemi Lozada.
Justin J. Martinez.
Celina Astrid Magana Sevillano.
Kevin Martinez.
Ana Rosa Maldonado.
Matthew Alejandro Martinez.
Giselle Nayarek Maldonado. Kaylee Marina Maldonado.
You were up here, right here.
Leslie Adamaris Maldonado.
Okay. Kevin Martinez.
Loami Jared Maldonado.
Kevin Alexander Martinez.
Kaylin Maldonado Sorto.
This one? This is right? Okay. Matthew Alejandro Martinez.
Maharuk Anjum Malik.
Ronis Martinez.
Yesenia Victoria Marca Montaño.
Steven Martinez.
Diana Marquez.
Marvin Martinez Alvarenga.
Tanya Marquez.
Julio Alejandro Martinez Garcia Prieto.
Betsaida Marilyn Marquina.
Jesus Enrique Martinez Gonzalez.
Ashley Martinez.
Fernando David Martinez Hernandez.
Emily Juliana Martinez.
Carlos Alejandro Martinez Maravilla.
Leslie Samantha Martinez.
Stephen A. Martinez Reyes.
Lilibeth Nicole Martinez.
Sean Michael Mazurek.
Vanessa C. Martinez.
Hassan Masood.
Marina Yamilet Martinez Díaz. Nayele Esmeralda Martinez Flores.
Anthony Axel Matos Rosario.
Shari Martinez Ramos.
Merlin Menjivar Martinez.
The following diploma is to be given by a family member who is an employee of Brentwood School Districts. Giselle Marie Martins.
Jose Aldafo Matute.
Brianna Rube McCain.
Adrian McLaren.
Shania Essence McCoy.
Armando Alexander Mastanza Sanchez.
Anais Mejia.
You got it. Imond McLaren.
Geraldine Mejia.
Joshua Medina.
Kelly Arieli Mejia.
Justin Malibu Medina.
Mabel Beatriz Mejía.
David Madrano.
Melissa Cristal Mejía.
Jose Madrano.
Milda Mejía García.
Angel J. Mejía.
Amy Ruby Méndez.
Ariel Mejía.
Reina Isabel Méndez Ramos.
Joel Mejía.
Kiara Selena Mendoza.
Joshua Alberto Mejía.
Manuela Luma Menices.
Colby Gael Mejía.
Genesis Miliano Figueroa.
Modesto Mejía.
Sherry Milan.
Jose Alexis Mejía Lopez.
Tatum Kennedy Miller.
Anthony Roberto Melendez.
Kayleni Ella Mims.
Alberto V. Melgar.
Brianna Marie Mojica.
Moises Roberto Mogilan.
Natalie Mojica.
Annabelle Molina.
Kiri B. Molina.
Christopher Melgar.
Valerie Monroe.
Noel Alcides Melgar.
Jessica Cristina Montoya.
Christopher Mercado.
Catherine Morales.
Jaden Tyrone Michael.
Naomi Guadalupe Morales.
Anthony Molina.
Vanessa Morales.
Brian Molina.
Natalie Elvira Morales Hernández.
Jose Alberto Madragan Diaz.
Ashley Morales Sosa.
Alexander Montero.
Maidelin Michelle Moran Bonilla.
Ariana Isabella.
Zuleima Moran Miranda.
Ariana Isabella Mejia Romero.
Catherine Daniela Moreno.
Fredis Danilo Montoya Flores.
Lisbeth Vanessa Moreno.
Franklin Morales.
Diamond Marie Morton.
Oscar Morales.
Alexa Victoria Mosquera.
Anderson Noel Morales Melgar.
Michelle Moya Flores.
Rafael Daniel Morel.
Shamama Mafte.
Michael Moreno.
Amber Ariana Munoz.
Dorian Morrison.
Brianna Nicole Musco.
Charles Angelo Mower.
Oishi Naha.
Daniel Alexander Munez.
Sofia Bianca Negret.
Elias Habakkuk Murillo.
Angelina Lomisa Nieves.
Elias.
Stephanie Noboa Mejia.
Kebby Christian Viscacatuana. How'd I do?
Nivea Núñez. Darlenis Núñez Díaz.
Ian Mavet.
Isabela Ocampo.
Arshad Nanan.
Nicole Olikamna.
Ryan Nanan.
Miel Nicole Oliver.
Oscar Nava.
Haley Arieli Olivera.
Brian Alexander Navas.
Annalise Orcel.
Anderson David Nelson.
Emily Giselle Ordóñez.
Marlon D. Nayuenhausen.
Madeline Michelle Orellana.
Kevin Alexis Nieves.
Jenny Lisette Orellana.
Edixon Nolasco.
Patricia Orellana Vázquez.
Juan Carlos Acacio.
Kaylin Alexa Ortega.
Mike Silver Onis.
Alexia Nicole Ortiz.
Aaron Lewis Oliver.
Catherine J. Ortiz.
Brian Steve Orellana.
The following diploma is to be given by a family member who is an employee of Brentwood School District. Sarina Michelle Ortiz.
Francisco Daniel Orellana.
Cassandra Marisol Ortiz Escobar.
Anderson Gerardo.
Tiana Janelle Oshio.
Israel Ortega.
Penda Shaira Eudrago.
Jonathan Daniel Ortega.
Ángela Josefina Pacheco Turcios.
Kevin Orlando Ortiz.
Lisa Michelle Pacheco Garces.
Gerardo Miguel Ortiz Morales.
Karina Yamilet Padilla.
Jacob Parabu.
Marbelis Paez Morel.
Angel Parada.
Margaret Palomino.
Benjamin Nicholas Paredes Montero.
Emilia Paredes.
Justin Patton.
Isaura Marcelina Peña de Paula. Charlize Madeline Panalber.
Lucas Alexander Pelez Portillo.
Karime Rosilín Perdomo.
Angelo Peña.
Aileen Pereira.
Sean Ronaldo Penaver.
Juliana Magali Pereira Argueta.
Immer Pereira.
Joana Abigail Pérez.
Jose Angel Pereira Hernandez.
Ruby Hillary Pérez.
Angel Gabriel Perez.
Giselle Alexandra Pérez Chavarría.
Anthony Emilio Perez.
Arieleni Michelle Pérez Medina.
Elias Perez.
Jessica Berenice Pérez Palacios.
Elvis Perez.
Madeline Pérez Vargas.
Furman Perez.
That's all we need. Catherine Perla.
Francisco Amilcar Perez Gonzalez.
Michelle Perla.
Alvin Perla.
Elia Carolina Perlas Vázquez.
Arvin Perswad.
Hebe Palm.
Christian Pesantes.
Jocelyn Morelli Pichardo.
Khalil Peterson.
Jacqueline Esmeralda Pineda Sordo.
Marvin Hung Pham.
Tiana Unique Pittman.
John Phelps Jr.
Maribeth Bonce.
Peterson Picard.
Alexa Eurelise Bontier.
Alexander Pierre.
Samantha Portillo.
Carvin Pierre.
Tatiana Portillo.
David Pierre Luis.
Jocelyn Portillo.
Carlos Pineda Fernandez.
Megan Gabrielle Prophet.
Carlos Adolfo Pineda Ramos.
Abigail Prudencio.
Arturo Pon.
Kenya Prudencio.
Noel Antonio Ponce.
Stacy Quisada.
Carlos Leandro Puesan.
Catherine Quintanilla.
Justin Ramirez.
Khadijah Rahman.
Kevin Ramirez.
Maybelline Ramirez Sanchez.
Victor Ramirez.
Daniela Nicole Ramos.
Alam Jesus Ramirez Benitez.
Guchina Ramo.
William Alberto Ramirez Giron.
Darianne Ramos.
Onassis Eduardo Ramirez Gomez.
Harim Rashid.
Kevin Enoch Ramirez Portillo.
Brianna Kayla Rivas.
The following diploma is to be given by Simone Holder Daniel, Board of Education member. Randolph Ramnas.
Arlene Yanira Reyes.
Marvin Javier Ramos Fernandez.
Kelsey Reyes Fuentes.
Joancel Ramos Perez.
Katie Yasel Reyes.
Jeremiah Rampersad.
Victoria Alejandra Reyes.
Brandon Steve Reynoso.
Bianelli Reyes Beato.
Alejandro Reyes.
Nakari Pamela Reyes Furman.
Chris Omar Reyes.
Angelica Elizabeth Reyes Hernandez.
Daniel Reyes.
Ileana Reyes Mateo.
Jamie Asmel Reyes.
Carolyn Briseida Reyes Tercios.
Kevin Neftali Reyes.
Anna Maria Reyes.
Mark Anthony Reyes.
Melanie Yaritza Rivera.
Michael Steve Reyes.
Yancy Rivera.
Eduardo Reyes Tercios.
Jessica Rivera.
Jean Marcos Reynoso Guzman.
Dalen Jocelyn Rivera Luna.
Andrew Rivera.
Jacqueline Lisbeth Rivera Ramos.
Angel Daniel Rivera.
Marilyn Amy Roberto Rodriguez.
Angel Gabriel Rivera.
Genesis Gabriela Rodas.
Angelo Rivera.
Allison Lynn Rodriguez.
Jarrett Rivera.
Allison Rodriguez.
Selvin Rivera.
Carolina Rodriguez.
Jonathan Rivera Amaya.
Giselle Yvonne Rodriguez.
Randy Miguel Rivera Diaz.
Rosa Evelyn Rodriguez.
Alexander Rodriguez.
Jasmine Azineth Rodriguez.
Diego Alejandro Rodriguez Perez. Eddie Rodriguez.
Madeline Altagracia Rodriguez Diaz.
Oscar Rodriguez Herrera.
Maria Rodriguez Luna.
Christopher Alexander Roman.
Wilmary Patricia Rodriguez Rondon.
Rick Romero.
Yayesmar Daliascar Rojas.
Stephen Antonio Romero.
Catherine Natasha Romero.
Samuel Rosales Hernandez.
Marari Paola Romero.
Tyler Angel Rosario.
Rosara Romario.
Ethan Ross.
Tatiana Romero.
Ursabel Rubio.
Samantha Jasenia Ruiz.
Josue de Jesus Rubio.
Tiffany Tatiana Ruiz.
Jason Ruiz.
Yamilet Ruiz.
Edwin Ruiz.
Zumara Leilani Ruperto.
The following diploma is to be given by a family member who is an employee of the Brentwood School District. Jason Ruiz.
Angelique Sabino.
Wilson Cyanez.
Catherine Salas Pasada.
Christopher Salazar.
Kathy Vanessa Salmoran.
Omar Isay Salguero Fuentes.
Zulema Salmoran.
Brian J. Salvador.
Jasmine Michelle Salvador.
Jesus Salvador.
Marjorie Salvador.
Jonathan Salvador.
Christelle Annette San Martin.
Jose Zanabria.
Amy Gabrielle Sanchez.
Isaac Sanchez.
Gabriela Nicole Sanchez.
Jason Sanchez.
Mariuri Daniela Sanchez.
Mauricio Sanchez.
Rosa Sanchez.
Ricardo Daniel Sanchez.
Carney Sandoval.
Wilmer Sanchez.
Juliana Sandoval.
Wilmy Hanel Sanchez Lazala.
Lady Laura Santiago Perez.
Fernando Sanchez Medrano.
Atulia Lisbeth Santiana.
The following diploma is to be given by a family member who is an employee of the Brentwood School District. Daniel Esteban Sandy.
Ashley Lolita Santine. I love you.
Kevin Santos Alvarado.
Brianni Santos.
Jonathan Brian Zakipila Romero.
Emily Santos.
Edgar Yareth Sarmiento Fernandez.
Jacqueline Mariela Santos.
Fernando Serpis.
Doris Noemi Santos Ventura.
Nicholas Silva.
Blanca Elizabeth Saravia.
Anthony Chris Sinchi.
Nuria Samara Saravia.
Ariel Armando Solorzano.
Isabel Seabakken.
George Solorzano.
Giselle Segovia.
Roberto Carlos Soriano.
Lisbeth Desiree Serrano.
Hunter Alexander Springer Smith.
Michaela Serrano.
The following diploma is to be given by Simone Holder Daniel, Board of Education member. Damon Charles Swinson II.
Vesis Nayeli Soler Umanzor.
Christopher Tinio.
Merlin Yaneth Solorzano.
Justin Toledo.
Sarah Somar.
Adriano Noah Torres.
Thais Lucia Soriano.
Ever Torres.
Janelle Obenza Stein.
Lottie Torres.
Desiree Tate.
Zate Townsend.
Nayeli Giselle Tatis Ramirez.
Francisco Andrew Trinidad.
Ruth Tigre.
Junior Joaquin Tercios Bonilla.
Scarlin Toribio Peralta.
Kenneth David Tercios Munoz.
Brianna Torres.
Jason Tercios Velasquez.
Evelyn Suhey Torres Benitez.
Anderson Antonio Umanzor.
Zatiana Townsend.
William Henry Umanzor Jr.
Herneasley Diane Tonstool.
Angel Valdez.
Giselle Tercios.
Kevin Valdez.
Stephanie Nashali Tercios Sanchez.
Balmore Edu Valley.
Carolyn Giselle Umania.
Luis Alexander Valley.
Reina Umania.
Diego Raul Vallejo.
Diane Julissa Umanzor.
Omari Tyler Valmy.
Stephanie Julissa Umanzor.
Kevin Vasquez.
Yuneli Umanzor.
Brian O. Ventura.
Jasmine Cristal Umanzor Sorto.
Pablo Angel Vasquez.
Ada Elvia Umanzor Velasquez.
Brandon Antonio Vasquez Aguilar.
Nicole Valdez.
Hector Vasquez.
That's Jolie. Yep. Joy Lee Vargas.
Charles Velasco.
Ashley Nicole Vasquez.
Dennis Dagoberto Velasco Mendez.
Ashley Vasquez.
Anthony Velasquez.
Ingrid Lizette Vasquez.
Eric Gustavo Velasquez.
Carla Mariela Vasquez Saravia.
Christian Alexander Velasquez Sanchez.
Carolyn Vasquez.
Kelvin Isaiah Ventura Alvarado.
Emily Gabriela Vasquez.
Brian Vigil.
Niurka Sharik Velasco Rardan.
Tony Vigil.
Arieli Velasquez.
Jeremy Villatoro.
The following diploma is to be given by Julie Burgos, Board of Education member. Iris Velasquez.
Gabriel Villatoro Ramirez.
Liana Nelsai Velasquez.
Yetzin Velorio.
Lillian Velasquez.
Devin Walker.
Jocelyn Michelle Velasquez Molina.
Kyle Walker.
Jacqueline Ventura.
Charles Avery White.
Catherine Vera.
Fabian Whitehead.
Jessica Elizabeth Vieira.
Gabriel Antonio Willens. Carla
Yesenia Villa Benitez.
The following diploma is to be given by a family member who is an employee of the Brentwood School District. John Daniel Walnuts.
Rina Guadalupe Villalobos Duran.
Brandon Kyle Wong.
Ayana Lizette Villanueva. No. Angelina Marie Villatoro.
Harry Jonathan Wong.
Tania Villatoro.
Joan Osno Yanes Alvarado.
Daniela Villatoro.
Lorenzo Stephen Yanes.
Barbara Alexandra Vizcara.
Diosana Yanes.
Dakota Sade Walker.
Jaden Young.
Naisha Walker. Congratulations, Naisha.
This diploma will be given by a Brentwood School District employee.
Jaden Clay Williams.
Sorry about that. Ever Zabala Velasquez.
Kayla Williams.
Gabriel Anthony Zambrano.
Michaela Ray Williams.
Franklin Zavala.
Diamond Renee Woods.
Stephen Zelaya.
Raina Kareen Williams.
Enzo Ariel Zepeda Pinal.
Joanna Oniada Yanis Alvarado.
Ariel Enrique Eugene Zuniga Cruz.
Ashley Yanis.
Jonathan Zuniga.
The following diploma is to be given by a family member who is an employee of the Brentwood School District. Elizabeth Yanis Uceda.
I know. Joshua Zuniga Barrientos.
Leba Yassin.
Sean Lee.
Amy Zaldivar.
Messiah R. Collins.
Madeline Zapeda.
Is that it?
Ashley Milena Zarate.
Iram Mendez.
Giselle Zavala.
Samuel De Los Santos.
Nicole Zavala. Kayleen Jeanette Zelaya.
Edis David Zapata.
Victoria Alexandra Zelaya.
Sincere Thorpe.
Madison Vernon.
Brian Romero.
Ashley Yasaris Portillo. Katie Melissa Ruby.
Ray Will Hernandez Depre.
Marlene Maldonado.
Mario Ernesto Garcia Jr.
Evelyn Molina.
Juan Gomez.
Stephanie Blanco Diaz. Melanie Velasquez. Alexis Mozela Rose Moore. Natalie Hernandez Velasquez. Naja Umiran Pointer. Leslie Alejandra Menendez Borja. Ereti Ashley Flood. Suleima Beatrice Garcia. Valentina Tomaya. Hi. Heidi Lizeth Martinez. Ariana Leah Lee Evans. Be careful. And last but certainly not least, Umaya Rosario Valle. Woo!
Okay, we have a couple more things before we dismiss you. So all graduates, just take a seat. Couple more things. Okay. Your superintendent and your principal shook 1,192 hands. That's 1,192 graduates in the class of 2022. But you have one more act that you need to do at this point. So if I could get every graduate to stand. Okay. You're going to take your tassel. Okay. All right. Before we do that, before we do this last thing, I want to just thank our IT crew. I want to thank our buildings and grounds crew. I want to thank our security crew, our teachers, the administrative staff, Ms. Ortera, the freshman center principal, was your first high school principal. I want to also thank Mr. Cowan, who is retiring. He's out there. Mr. Shine was out there. Miss Mary Alice Gans, who is retiring. Those are their last graduations. But most of all, I want to thank the parents, the family and friends who came out tonight. We're so glad we could do this graduation. We're so glad we could do one graduation. And we're so glad for this class in 2022. So what you're going to do, the last act, students, you're going to do is you're going to take your tassel and you're going to move it from right to left. And you can do that now. Congratulations! You are now officially graduates of Brentwood High School. We wish you well. Don't be a stranger. And you are now considered Brentwood alumni. Thank you all. Thank you to the parents. Students, remember how to proceed out of here. And have a good evening.